What is happening, guys, and welcome to the Greed Feed. Now today I have a little unboxing for you guys. We have this bad boy right here. Now I'm super stoked to get into this. I know kind of exactly what's in this box. I did a massive order with Aussie Collectibles. Again, I'll put the links down in the description, guys, if you want to use them. Anyone in Australia that is a die-hard Funko Pop fan, I recommend Aussie Collectibles. Someone actually messaged me about that. I've used them a few times, and I think I'm usually all about like giving a lot of different small businesses a lot of different business, but recently I've been ordering a lot through Aussie Collectibles, and someone actually asked me if I get paid to promote them, which obviously I don't. The main reason that I recommend them is because great service. They always pack really well. They pack in protectors. Their prices are good. They ship really quickly. Like everything, I can't say anything bad about this company yet. So that's the reason I keep going back to them. I've also got another order coming from Pop Nation, which I've used before. Adeline over there is lovely, and Candace over at Genuine Collections as well. I've got an order coming from her. She's always my go-to girl when it comes to pops. So I do kind of spread around a little bit, but if you guys are wondering why I'm using Aussie Collectibles a lot, it's just because they're that damn good. Now this is a bit of a bittersweet unboxing. Pretty much when you guys are watching this, I'm going to be in the process of moving, so this is actually the last unboxing that I'll be doing at this address. So all of this like background here, guys, is all going to change in the coming months. I'm going to be at a new place, new setup, new everything. I'm really excited about it. It's going to give me a lot more freedom with the videos I want to make for you guys. It's also going to give me a lot more freedom with just how I want to do things, and yeah, I'm just super pumped to have my own place back. But I mean, that's not what you guys are here for. If you want to hear about all that kind of stuff, I have done a channel update video / life update video. I'll pop it up here. Hopefully something should be popping up for you guys if you want to check that out. But without further ado, guys, let's get into this box. Now, I did a huge order with these guys, and because I didn't actually realize, I just like kept adding stuff to my cart, as I always do. A lot of it actually wasn't in stock yet. Either it was pre-orderable stuff or stuff they just didn't have stock of. So what they've done is they pretty much split it into two. So this is like, they've got 4 pops in this one, and I've got 3 pops coming, one of which is a 6-inch. But I think that's how they did it anyway, which I'm really impressed about, to be honest. I'm not a really picky customer, to be honest. I'm happy, like, if they had have just made me wait for the whole thing, I would have completely understood. I understand that there's some people out there that don't, so that's probably why they sent it to me in 2 separate shipping things. But it's something that, like, as a buyer, I really appreciate them actually doing, because they didn't have to do that. It's going out of their way to spend a bit of extra money to ship this to me before, you know, before it all comes together. Whereas, like I said, I'm not someone that's going to get angry about that. I would have just happily waited for them all to come, but I know a lot of people out there don't. So an extra thing that Aussie Collectibles do, if you have that big order, I'll split it up for you guys. So props to them. I appreciate them sending these to me just because they were ready. So I know exactly kind of what these pops are. I have a feeling they sent them to me in this. At least I know the pops that I ordered, I know which ones of those were available at the time. So let's get into it and see exactly what we've got here. So first off, we have Mojo Jojo from Powerpuff Girls. Super excited that they're bringing out more of these. I know they brought out the Powerpuff Girls pre-release pops for San Diego Comic-Con last year, I think it was. I didn't pick them up just because they're pre-release pops, and I'm not going to pay $5 for a pop that's going to come out later for cheaper. Sorry, $5 extra. But I'm super glad that they eventually did bring out the Powerpuff Girls pop. I, funnily enough, haven't gotten them yet. They're kind of on my list. Every time I see them these days, they're the San Diego Comic-Con ones. So I haven't actually seen the commons yet. That I can get for common prices rather than Comic-Con pop prices, but once I do, I'll be adding them to my collection. But I'm super glad that they had Mr. Mojo Jojo, and here he is in all his glory. Really awesome pop. I mean, these designs are just cool. Like, I was a massive Cartoon Network kid. I watched heaps of Cartoon Network, heaps of Nickelodeon as well. But Cartoon Network really, for me, it had like Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. So Cartoon Network is where I grew up in terms of cartoons. So Powerpuff Girls definitely up there. Can't wait to add the actual girls to the set. But we've got Mojo Jojo there, so we're all good. The next one we pull out, guys. Yeah, so this is a show that, like, for a long time, I know it's been out for a while, everyone was telling me to watch, and I watched the first episode, I reckon, like 2 years ago. I didn't really pay attention. It didn't really interest me that much, so I stopped watching it. And I had a mate, probably about half a month ago, tell me, you gotta, you know, get back and watch it. I don't know how it got brought up, but it got brought up in conversation that I hadn't watched it yet. And he was like, you've got to go see it. You've got to see it. It was on Netflix. I had a day free, so I binge watched the first 2 seasons, and I fell absolutely in love with everything about this show. And for those of you that don't know what show I'm talking about, it is Rick and Morty. So of course, like any pop collector, as soon as I fall in love with a show, I have to have the pops. So we have Doofus Rick that I managed to grab. Now, unfortunately, I'm having a bit of trouble finding the actual original Rick and Morty pops. Sorry, not Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty. I keep on thinking Rick and Morty because obviously it's like a bit of a spoof on Back to the Future, the characters. Rick and Morty, I can't find the original Rick and Morty pops. Having a bit of trouble locating those ones, but I'm sure I'll find them eventually. I think there's like a normal Rick, a Rick with his ray gun, and just a Morty like holding shit, which is hilarious. But I was able to get the alternate universe ones, so I'm super glad about that. We have Doofus Rick. Doofus Rick is like one of my favorite characters. That episode where he's like besties with just mental blanked on his name. Besties with the dad. Anyway, it'll come to me. I know it'll come to me. I hate when those happen, but it's like he's like the absolute opposite of all the other Ricks, and every other Rick is like laughing at him. But it's just it's one of my favorite episodes. You don't expect anything in that episode. But enough about that. Let's keep going with this pop haul, guys. And the next one we have is, oh, okay, maybe I have 5 pops in this. I just completely forgot about this pop. So we have Bombshells Harley Quinn. Now, this Bombshells line is so cool. I'm so impressed with it. Unfortunately, I'm trying to cut back on like the amount of pops I do buy. So I did give all the other ones a miss. But I think you guys, if you've seen one of my previous hauls, I did get Bombshells Joker was the first one that came out. And I always have to get Harley and Joker. I've been collecting Harley and Jokers for ages. Me and my partner remind me a lot about Harley and Joker, so anything Harley and Joker I'm totally for, but these Bombshell pops just absolutely design-wise, Funko hit it out of the park with these. Look how cool they are. Got a pigtails, got a little goggles up there. Absolutely amazing. Even like I don't know how well you guys can see that on the back there, like the Wonder Woman and Batgirl and even Katana, like the designs on these, I love the actual Bombshells lines. Unfortunately I don't collect them just because they're a bit too expensive. But I love the Bombshell lines of statues, and I'm so glad that they made them in pop form so I could like own a little piece of that Bombshell design without having to obviously break the bank in terms of statues. But I'm really happy to have Joker and Harley of those ones. So we should have 2 pops left, guys. I'm pretty sure I know which 2 these are now if we're judging off what we're going to go off on this. So we have Evil Morty from Rick and Morty. I thought, if you guys haven't seen it, massive spoiler. So if you haven't seen Rick and Morty, don't listen to me. Just like skip forward 10 seconds. But the episode, I thought that was super cool how everyone thought it was like a crazy Rick and it ended up being a robotic Rick, and it was actually an evil Morty, like with this like force field of naked Mortys all tied together. Again, great episode. So I had to grab Evil Morty. I'm not usually someone for variants, but it's weird. Like Rick and Morty has this thing where like there's some episodes I absolutely love and some episodes I'm not a big fan of, but like they have such memorable episodes. And like even though it's only like a 20-minute episode, I love like the individual characters in each of those episodes. Obviously they've got reoccurring characters, but a character like Evil Morty we haven't seen since that episode. So like, just an interesting character. He looks pretty cool. He's, you know, he's pretty basic looking. That's what the cartoon looks like. But I'm just stoked to have him. Evil Morty added to the collection, and I did see they've got season 2 Rick and Morty Pops coming out. I'm so fucking pumped for. I pre-ordered them. It's got like Bird Person and I can't even fucking remember the rest of them, but they're just, oh, they're awesome. They're so cool. Now the last pop, which I'm pretty sure I know exactly what it is. We have him from Powerpuff Girls. Again, another character I'm super stoked that they actually made. Gonna go great with Mojo Jojo and the Powerpuff Girls when I eventually get them. Fortunately, I didn't get the Chase version. That's all good, but I'm just happy to have it, to be honest. I'm not a big Chase person, but at the same time, like if someone wants to give me one instead of a common, I'm not gonna complain. But I'll never go out and actually like look for them really. You know, I might browse on a shelf. Obviously now that they've got these 1 in 6 chases, it's becoming a little easier to find. Although I say that, but I still haven't found one, and I've seen people all over social media find heaps, so maybe I just have bad luck. I know I have bad luck, but you know, who knows? We'll soon see if I can find a Chase, but he's so cool. We've got him from Powerpuff Girls. Let's grab him open and have a look at him out of the box. Now, he was just such a creepy character when I was a kid. Probably the character that like scared me the most out of that whole show, because he was just weird. He was just like the weirdest character ever. He's like lobster claw hands and everything. But yeah, I don't know. I had to have it. Like Powerpuff Girls, I watched so much Powerpuff Girls when I was a kid. I know it's like, it was kind of more of a girly show, but I always found it like really hilarious. Like it was kind of girly slash, I don't know, it's just a weird show. I like those kind of weird shows. So it was an interesting thing. Just checking that we don't have any hidden pops down here, guys. No, that is it. That is all of them. That is my little pop haul today. I'm super, super glad that this came. I had a feeling it wasn't going to come before I moved, and I would have had to come back and grab it, but I'm super glad that it came in time. I was able to do this one last video for you guys. When it comes to this area, obviously I'll be moving when this comes out, and so if you don't see any videos from me, like I said, I've already made a video about it, but if you guys haven't seen that video, I won't be making any videos probably for a good 1 or 2 weeks, just while we move and get everything sorted and everything set up. And once I have that new setup, we'll be straight back into business, hoping to do Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and the occasional weekend video, and have heaps of content out for you guys. And I'm just super pumped to have a new place to do it. Kind of, like I said, a broader area of videos that I'll be able to do. Hopefully I'll start doing some gameplay and stuff that I know I've talked a lot about, and being able to move and have my own area for that enables me to do that, because I can build my own PC. I've got a lot of room where I'm moving as opposed to where I am at the moment, so it's going to give me a lot more room, a lot more things to do, and a lot more freedom. So it's just going to help with the channel, and just I'm really, really excited to be able to move and kind of move forward with that with you guys. And that is it from me today, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments below of this pop haul. Let me know what your favorite character was. If I had to pick one, oh, it's hard to say. Mojo Jojo, actually. The more I look at him when he's just sitting there, he is a cool ass looking pop. I mean, he's a cool character design to begin with, but I just love his little like menacing hand, because it's such a Mojo Jojo kind of thing. But he's probably my favorite out of it. Again, like I said, loving those Rick and Morty pops. And to add Bombshell Harley to my Joker is just going to be awesome when I move and be able to display them. Unfortunately, these guys are all going back in the box, and back into the box where they came from, because they're just getting packed and being moved. But I wanted to unbox them for you guys. Last unboxing here. I'm just super stoked, and yeah, super fucking excited to move. That's where I'm going to end this video today, guys. As always, if you're new here to the Greed Feed, make sure to smash that subscribe button down below. And if you like this kind of unboxings, make sure to hit that like button for me. Show me a bit of encouragement. And I shall see you guys next time.